After a bye week and a holiday weekend, the Huskies will be back on the ice as they head to Kalamazoo to take on the Broncos of Western Michigan this weekend. Welcome to the St. Cloud State Husky Hockey Weekend Preview. I'm Megan Hedstrom. Alongside me once again is Mick Hatton from the St. Cloud Times. Now, since the Huskies have been seeing more consistency in net with Zach Driscoll starting the past 4 games, what does that say about the goaltending situation for this upcoming weekend?
Well, there hasn't been any kind of formal, declaration made or whatever, but I think, the numbers start to speak for themselves when a guy starts starting 4 games in a row. I think you start to kind of get a feel for, where they're at right now. For right now, anyway, Zach is, playing probably better out of the 2 goaltenders, and I'm expecting he's going to probably play both games, or at least start both games here this weekend against Western Michigan.
Now, another consistent factor for the Huskies is Judd Peterson. He's leading the team with 7 goals and 10 points so far this season. Let's talk about the consistent leader that he is on the ice.
Well, one of the things this past weekend, they didn't score a goal against North Dakota, but the best scoring opportunity out of the whole weekend was from Judd, shorthanded. Actually, everybody in the world, I think, thought he was going to score a goal on that breakaway that he got. It was kind of a turning point in that Saturday night game because he didn't score. 23 seconds later, I think it was, North Dakota came back, scored a power play goal. It went from possibly 2-1 to 3-0, and really kind of the series was over. But Judd has been very consistent. He's a guy that can change games with his speed, and you can see the biggest thing for him is his consistency. When he's consistently moving his feet and using that speed, he's a leader out there for them.
The Huskies have outscored the Broncos 39-13 in their past 6 games last season. Seeing that prior dominance that the Huskies have over those guys, what does that look like going into this weekend?
Well, I think one of the things that you got to point out is that they're 2 entirely different teams last season to this season. Western Michigan only won 8 games last season. They've already won 7 games. St. Cloud State is sitting at 6-6 after winning 31 games last season, only losing 9 all last season. So you have to kind of keep that in perspective. For the guys that are back, it might be in the back of some people's minds. Western Michigan has a bunch of guys that are back from last season's team. That's part of why they're a bit stronger this season. We'll see how it plays out, but Western Michigan has been a much better offensive team, so that's one of the changes this season.
Looking at Western Michigan, if you take a look at the rankings, they've made the USCHO and USA Today poll for the first time since 2013. What have they been doing to put themselves in a better position this year?
Well, one of the things is that they're scoring more goals. Last season that was really a struggle for them. This season they're averaging almost 4 goals a game. Another area that was difficult for them last season was on special teams. They struggled on the power play and on the penalty kill. This season they're faring much better in both areas. On the power play they're sitting at 24%. On the penalty kill right now, they're at 83%. Those are very good numbers. So we're seeing kind of a better all-around game from Western Michigan this season.
The Broncos are coming into this weekend with a little push after a tie and a win against Air Force. Who are some of the key components to their team that the Huskies need to try and stop this weekend?
One of the big guys that people need to take a look at is Matheson Iacopelli, sophomore forward. Last season, 1 goal last season in 27 games. This season he's got 12 goals in 12 games. There's a real good marker for why Western Michigan is doing so much better. Other guys that kind of pop out at you are guys that St. Cloud State has maybe seen over the last couple of seasons. Griffin Molino, a forward. Sheldon Dries seems to have been at Western Michigan forever. And Frederick Tiffels. Those are like 3 forwards that are very good offensive players, guys that kind of help make them kind of go. Taylor Fleming's a senior defenseman right now. He's sitting at 12 assists in 12 games, so those are very good numbers. Those are guys that kind of pop out at you as kind of key players for the Broncos.
Well, I guess we'll see what they have in store. Puck drop is set for 6 p.m. on Friday and Saturday at Lawson Ice Arena. Fans can catch the game on nchc.tv, or fans can listen to the game on 96.7 The Rev. That's all for this week's Husky Hockey Weekend Preview. Thanks for joining me, Mick.
Thank you.